What is up, YouTube? Your Soul Cycles coming at you with another one. Now these are the bikes I love buying, but I hate filming. I'm gonna tell you why as soon as this helicopter passes by. I'm sorry, it's just a plane, just a plane. So why do I like buying these type of bikes? Because she's done. All she needs is a small adjustment and the rear derailleur, tires hold air, she's good to go. Why I don't like filming them? There's nothing really for me to do. So all I have to do is adjust this rear derailleur here, and everything else on the bike is pretty much set to go. So we're just gonna, and it's even a quick fix because the guy just didn't pull the cable tight enough. So all right guys, so the guy lied. The bike actually needed subtle things, but those subtle things were they were not fun. I began to get impatient and try to rush it, which you should never do when you're working on something like that. So next time, I know, even if he says the bike is done, I bought bikes off him before, so I took his word on it. So the next time I see him, I'm like, bro, the bike was not done. The bike needed a couple things, and those couple things were a pain in the butt, mainly because I wasn't expecting them. If I would have been expecting them, I would have been like, all right, cool, this is what it needs, and I would have offered him a little bit less money. But, you know, I didn't do that. That was my fault. You know, do a thorough check. Even if you've dealt with the guy before, just make sure you know what you're buying. Anyways, back to the bike. So it looks like the cables actually had little rust spots on it and it wasn't going smoothly. If you're on a budget, you could sand them down and then put them back up. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna change the cable. So what I thought was gonna be an easy build, turns out not to be. You bring you with me and you can see my clutterly mess right here. But what you can also see, as soon as you stand up properly, is cables. I have like tons of cables. Like, I'm looking for my row that I worked on with yesterday. And be organized, guys. Like, it's a mess. This is a mess. Every time I say I'm going to organize it, but I never do. Alright, screw it. I'll just use one of these guys. Brake. BMX. That one. Cable. Got me a cable. Let's go ahead and swap it out then. This took way too long than it should have because I was impatient and didn't want to do it nice and slowly, and they made me pay for it. So don't be in a rush. I'm always in a rush. Go ahead and put this back on. Now, if this cable isn't long enough, I'd be very, very upset. I might just, I don't know what I'll do. There we go. This one is long enough. Feed it to the left. There. Millimeter. Millimeter. Go ahead and stretch out the cable now. And readjust it. All right, now we gotta put everything that I took off over here back, make sure everything's where I want it. The shifter is not where I want it, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjust that really quick. There. Fine. All right guys, now let's go ahead and do a little walkthrough of what I picked up at my local swap meet today. As I told you before, it is a Ross Signature Pro built exclusively for team riders. So I don't know if this is actual like team edition, but I'm gonna say yes, just because it makes me feel better. You know, it makes me feel better about my purchase, that I picked something up that was made for a professional team, even though the group set is kind of low end. So before you start telling me, hey yo, that group set is not what would come on the team edition, it would be a Shimano Dior or a high-end, maybe Centaur still at this point, I'm not sure. Let me have this. Let me have this one. I am keeping the seat. I like the seat. So I'm gonna switch out for another seat. You're not gonna see that because I'm keeping the seat. So let's go ahead and do a walkthrough. It's got a Shimano, I think it's all a Acera group set. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a Acera triple, 1, 2, 3 triple crank, and the front with a Shimano front derailleur with the top pull. Once again, this was like extreme mountain biking. It also would go on the bottom. The chain looks kind of iffy. Maybe I'll switch it out. We'll see. If I don't sell it within a week, I'll throw a new chain on it. Got a Shimano Acera rear derailleur with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 speed cassette, not freewheel, but cassette, laced to Joytech hubs. And any brand on the names, whatever. Rigdo wheels, made in the US. Oh damn it, it's flat. I'm gonna have to change the tube. I'll do that off camera, guys, because like I said, I fill them up with air before, and if they go flat, obviously I know that they need air. Cantilever style brakes. Okay, so yeah, it is a full Acera group set. Nothing too high end on the group set, but love the colorway, love the purple to red fade. Quick release seat collar with a random black seat post. Sella Master seats, which once again will be off, and I'll put whatever random seat I have. Let's see here, back derailleur, brakes, front derailleur. So all three of them run through the top. The reason they did this, because if you run through the bottom, they would get all gunky and muddy. So this is just a way to keep them nice and clean. 1 inch, I want to say it's a 1 inch threadless, but it has a, looks like it has a thread right here. I'm not taking that apart because I don't want it to happen like it happened here, where a 5-minute job turned into a 2-hour job. So I'm just gonna leave that there. No, this didn't take me 2 hours, but a lot longer than it should have. Ross brake levers with that's actually pretty cool. I've never seen Ross levers with grip shift, 7-speed in the back, and of course the 3 in the front with grip shift, and the bar end, which was really huge back then. So what kind of headset is that? That is a Midas Modus headset, and there's that Ross signature. Front cantilever matching the back with a RockShox 360 forks. I don't know if they work. I'm not gonna find out because I'm gonna sell her as is, just as a local commuter bike. Another reason why I like rigid forks better is because forks go out, you know, especially this era. They're elastomers, so the elastomers would go out. You would have to replace them. Steel forks are steel forks. Like, they're not gonna wear out on you. They're just there. So it's one thing to consider when you're looking at these older bikes. It's got the matching Joytech hubs. Slight wobble? No? Okay, pretty cool. And matching front rim. There it is. Rigida front rim with what wheels do they have? What tires do they have? They have Kenda 26x175 on front and back. It still has the front derailleur. I'm sorry, the front reflector. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that just in case. I don't want to take it off. I said, guys, like, I don't want to take it off. Why take it off if you don't have to? So there she is, guys. This was a pain in the butt. I gotta say, this was a lot bigger pain in the butt than I thought it was going to be, but she's done. She's good to go. Cables work, brakes works. Put a new tube on her, and then she's done. So for now, Yard Show Cycles out.